Today I'm here to tell you why leather became my passion. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather by Jan. And again, I got my start back in 1977. This leather vest I am wearing is the first thing that I ever made. I discovered leather when I was a college student in Boston studying to be a teacher. But once I discovered leather, it became my passion, and it has been my passion ever since. Of course, I originally set out to make products for my family. And I still have some of those original products here, including my vest, which is now probably 44 years old and still being worn. But many of the other things were for my parents. They are both gone now, so I have them back again. Another large project I did, which I have over here, is a leather jacket. But that's not something I really want to work on and make anymore, because what I really discovered about leather work, again, I started with the sewing because I knew how to sew. That was what I learned in home ec. But everything else I learned about leather, I taught myself. But once I discovered some leather companies and so forth, I discovered the tooling aspect of it and the, and set out, and that really became my passion. So a lot of the things I originally created were for, like I said, my family mostly, and my mother was a bird lover. We lived up here in New Hampshire during the summer, or spent our summers up here, and we had a place on Lake Winnipesaukee. So loons, a certain kind of bird, became our passion. So this was my catalog I made way back then, and this still holds pictures of many of the things I have made over the years. Many things, of course, which are obsolete. So I started out doing the animal pictures, the birds, and things like that, because that was what my mother loved. This was something, again, this is old. This is, again, over 40 years old, I know. So I started out to make certain things like that, and that was, again, designed. It's my own pattern, but something I designed from something my mother had sitting on a desk. So inspired by other products I see, and then I go and create patterns and so forth myself for them. So I started making all different kinds of book covers. I have something like this, a journal, a lot of refillable books, and this locking pen loop. This was a customer's idea, and it didn't originate on a book cover. It originated on a checkbook. Well, again, checkbooks are pretty obsolete now, but ever since then, because they wanted a checkbook cover that the pen locked it closed like that, because to write a check, you needed the pen, and that way nothing would fall out of the checkbook and it would secure it. So great idea. So ever since then, I've used it on all my journals in, checkbooks way back in the day. Obviously, I don't make too many of those anymore because they're not real popular anymore. But most of my things came from ideas from others. I soon discovered, again, tooling and carving the pictures. And the pictures carved like this were things that are inspired by nature. The loons, things inspired by New Hampshire. This is my house and things, so inspired by things like Winnipesaukee, the lake, the mountains, the rivers, the streams. New Hampshire is beautiful. I don't know where you live, but I think New Hampshire is absolutely beautiful. So that is where I started, the nature in New Hampshire. So once I started with the birds, then I expanded to things because people ask: moose, bear, deer, other animals we see in New Hampshire. Eagles are making a big return here in New Hampshire, which is awesome. Things like that. So I started out with the covers and the things with carved pictures. But then I also started making belts. And belts, to be quite honest, have always been my best seller. I sell more of those than anything else. So I make belts, plain belts, but I also make belts with designs. Now, this design may not show up too well on this belt because this belt is 43 years old. This was my father's. I still wear it. As he got older, I shortened it a little bit so the holes are a little closer to the end. But see, I will custom fit a belt for as long as you have it. But I wear this belt now. So it's still being used, over 40 years old, things like that. So the beautiful tool designs. And this is really, again, all the designs on my belts are my own original designs. And the coloring on them is what makes them unique. And this design done in a different color is going to have a whole different look to it. It's amazing how it really changes it. And I do that at times because we're trying to make things unique and one of a kind so people don't have something all the same. And sometimes even I can't tell if something's the same pattern if I color it totally different. I mean, you really have to look at it, step by step. So, and I do custom fit the belt. So that's another reason. I do have other videos where I will talk about the belt and so forth. From there, I stemmed into guitar straps because people saw the tool designs on the belts and thought those would be beautiful for guitar straps. But then I wanted to make them better than any guitar straps that are out there on the market. So I added some nice padding to it, not just a little shoulder pad at the top, but padding that goes the full length of the strap. So you are wrapped in ultimate comfort when you are playing. So if you strap one on, you would feel the difference because it wraps you in comfort the entire length of the body, so that you can now play again for long periods of time without suffering from back, neck, and shoulder pain. So again, another unique line I came up with from customers' requests. So lots of different products, lots of different things. I would love to make what you want me to. I don't do things like holsters and, gun things because there's too many different shapes and styles. And there are a lot of other people that would be better at things like that. But I do make a lot of custom products and things. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for now. Again, I set out to make products that people can use. Products that are functional. Again, these have been functioning now for many years. This is a house I moved into in 2004. So that's when this catalog was made. But again, things that are meant to be used, not something that's just meant to be forgotten. A belt that's going to last years, decades, rather than months and it's going to last a lot longer than the Walmart version of the belt. Unique things that you can't find anywhere else. I make some other styles of these now, not the same as this, usually one picture on it, but unique products that you can't find anywhere else that are made to last, like my vest, which is now 44 years old. So if you're looking for something unique, I can put engraving, I can put initials, things like that on products if you want them. So I will customize things for you. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for now. Once again, this is Jan from Log Cabin Leather by Jan. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.